Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training. And it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi, Ekitike. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Not the most accurate pass. Joelinton. Joelinton does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Costa Curta.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now it's Joelinton. Pedri. And he's decided to go for it. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Joelinton. And here's Azar. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's an imaginative pass. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Aldero deals with that nice and simple. He's beaten the last man. Oh, that's a key interception. 15 minutes till half-time. Thuram. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Joelinton with a definite fell there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. That's a good ball. Messi.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Joelinton really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played out to the right. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Signore e signori, chiunque abbia parcheggiato l'auto sulla strada all'esterno dello stadio è pregato di rimuoverla. Cambio di giocatori.
Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team...
Bullish header! Oh, it's come off the upright. And yes, it's there! The second half sparked straight into life. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be...
Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try. And that's another good win of the ball. Paris Saint-Germain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Can he spark a counter here? Costa Curta. And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
For Joelinton. Oh, good spread. Tries to play it through. In towards the back stick. Marquinhos tries to clear. Ekitike. Rijkaard. Inter Milan finding their passes.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Pedri. Joelinton. Forlan. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Oh, he gets his head on it! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Oh, given away, and he's found a way past. Shoots! In he goes again. Relentless, just relentless. And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quick.
Ekitike! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15, numero 22, numero 8. Messi lasciano il campo per il numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And this is Van Basten. And this is Van Basten. And the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Played into space. Now that's well seen too. He's looking wide. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Hullet. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Forlan.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it out wide. Ball's gone out of play. And he's intervened well there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's no flag. Big header. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Ronaldinho. Oh, super ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's been played through. He's got Tool. He will be livid with himself.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Paris Saint-Germain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro makes the interception. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a promising position. Thuram with the clearance.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di
And that has been cleared. He's gone for goal! And that has kept the keeper on his toes. Great ball, and it's Van Basten! It's their second corner of the game. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And they're quick to get it back. It's been slipped through. Oh, that's a he's having a shot! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to...
That's that, the end. Paris Saint-Germain pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Forlan just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.